In this part of the course, we will investigate the effects of changes in interest rates on funded pension systems. Central questions we will answer in this regard are: first, why do interest rates change? That is, why do we observe periods of high interest rates followed by periods with lower rates? If interest rates change, is the order of the sequence important? Does it make a difference whether interest rates are high first and lower afterwards, or vice versa? Until now, we have made the simplifying assumption that interest rates are constant over time. Looking at past interest rate data, it is easy to see that this is not the case in reality. The graph shows 1-year US dollar interest rates that investors received for buying 1-year Treasury bills. That is, for lending money to the US government for 1 year. Interest rates on savings accounts or loans show similar fluctuations. Fluctuations occur on various levels. For one, interest rates often show short-term fluctuations. For instance, here in 1994, interest rates were still above 7%. Whereas here, only about 18 months later, they are under 5%. A more long-term perspective shows that interest rates have decreased on average, and following the financial crisis that started in mid-2007, we observed a period of very low interest rates, just above zero. During this time, interest rates in the euro and in the Swiss franc were sometimes even negative. From 2015 onwards, US dollar interest rates started to rise again. What factors determine the level of interest rates? Why are there high interest periods and low interest periods? There are a number of factors influencing interest rates. We will briefly discuss only some of them. Most of these factors affect interest rates, but are also themselves affected by interest rate movements. Take saving as one example. When interest rates are high, there is more incentive for people to save than in low interest periods. On the other hand, if people save a lot, this leads to an increased money supply, which tends to cause interest rates to fall. Similar considerations hold for the demand for loans. In low interest periods, the demand for loans is higher than in high interest periods. Interest rates are also affected by economic policy measures. If economic policy pursues the goal of higher investments, this requires an increase in the volume of loans. This, in turn, requires lower interest rates. The central bank can influence short-term interest rates relatively directly. That is, it can lower these rates if it deems this to be desirable. Aside from these factors, there is a range of others that cause the economy to alternate between high interest and low interest periods.